And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. Mayfield on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Swing. He's checking.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Back to Mixon on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Better bring it.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And all the way down to the 12. It's a big play there for the Browns. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bengals 14, Browns 7.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Matt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go one more. 19, Tiger.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. First down, Cleveland. Mayfield to Beckham.
180. 57. Tackles. Regular.
And they'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now on 2nd and 16. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Mixon, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen with Mack. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Caught left side. It's Beckham. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
The kicker on for the extra point.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? this definitely qualifies.
21.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll keep it on the ground. Parnell, some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play.
Burrow on play action. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same.
They're not even trying to on in for a Bengals touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now the second down throw on target. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receiver.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go.
They'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Come on, D. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
On second down now, it's Mack. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And it's third down.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, Mixon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a pass hauled in downfield.
You know what? Why don't you just start
And
over?
all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down, Cleveland.
They'll run on first down with Marlon back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Cut! Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Hey, hey! Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Mustang 19! Hey, Mike 51!
Now Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
50 seconds to Mike! Point it right, point it right, point it right. Kill.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll toss this right side to Mack. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Browns first down.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run here with Mack. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Again, it'll be Mack. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. This likely a must-have 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done. Hey,
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.